Hi, my name is Malcolm Douglas, and I stand before you, a proud member of Washington Lee's class of 2018. I bring this up because a lot of the conversations we're having recently reference the alumni and their thoughts and feelings about a potential name change. Well, I'm a soon-to-be alumni myself, and I'd briefly like to share my thoughts. I understand to a lot of you this is extremely troubling, that part of you is being stripped away by the idea that the name of the school that you attended could be struck from the record as you seem to see it. However, this is not, it's one thing to argue to keep it in order of the legacy of Washington Lee and what you went through its halls, but to defend the name in defense of Lee himself is impermissible. We cannot, as long as we remain the blue and the gray, we equate Lee and Washington, making the Confederacy seem like a noble struggle, not a campaign to perpetuate slavery. It bothers me that Lee, a man who fought to divide this country, gets to be placed next to General Washington, a man whose entire life was dedicated to the service of this nation. And finally, it bothers me that Lee's name is attached to the achievements of my fellow alumni who have done many great things in this world. It is unfair that Lee gets to take credit, in a sense, from these people and their astounding accomplishments. And there is a lot of attention drawn to what he did after the war. He only lived 5 years after the war. And regardless of what he did, you do not get a mulligan on trying to destroy this country. Thank you for your time.
Yeah. Ms. Raphael?
Good to see you all this evening. My name is Dana Raphael, and I'm a WNL graduate, class of 2013. A Civil War general who fought and risked their life to preserve the dignity and freedom of all people deserves to be honored. I am speaking, of course, about Harriet Tubman. She led Union raids on Southern plantations and is thought to have freed over 1,000 slaves. Her troops and followers called her the General. When we name a school or erect a monument bearing a person's name, we stamp their legacy with the seal of official approval. The school board received a report concluding that Robert E. Lee does not reflect the APS mission, vision, and core values. That conclusion is inescapable. Lee's defenders, as you've heard tonight, often quote him calling slavery an evil. But few people have cared to read his words in context. In that same letter to his wife, Lee says, and I quote, "The blacks are immeasurably better off here than in Africa. The painful discipline they are undergoing is necessary for their instruction as a race, and I hope will prepare and lead them to better things." Lee is not a man worthy of honor. He was a traitor, a slaveholder, a racist, and fought to preserve the institution of chattel slavery. Adopting the policy would allow the board to reject Lee's legacy of hate and adopt a new legacy, one that honors the fight for liberty and equality. While I know we aren't deciding the name today, Harriet Tubman deserves the honor. We could even keep our mascot, the Generals. Her face next to George Washington's, greeting Arlington's diverse students as they walk through the front doors every day, that is a principal legacy worth honoring. I was proud to attend Washington Lee, but I was embarrassed by its name, as a student then and as a graduate now. I would be proud to say I attended Washington Tubman. Thank you.